I know you've done film breakdown video analysis of the three guys that are at the top of the draft. There's Ward, Sanders, then maybe a little bit of a gap in Jackson Dart. Let's start with Cam Ward. When you look at him on video, what do you see? And take us through a little bit of this.
Yeah, so I think, like we're talking about here, if we're starting with Cam Ward, I think you're talking about the most natural set of tools in the draft. He's got the most live arm of anybody in the draft. I think he is a pretty compact and quick release. I do think he's the best athlete of the top three guys. If you include Milroe in that connection of guys, I think Milroe is by far the best athlete, but I think there's just a lot of quarterback traits he needs to refine. But with Ward, again, very live arm. I think he does a really nice job of working front side and then finding answers on the backside of concepts. I think he can be a little too hasty with going through reads, but he's one of the few who really tries to get through reads. Really good escapability outside, inside, outside the pocket, which I like. Like I said, he can extend plays with his feet and he can throw from a variety of bases, which is something you need to be able to do as Chaos, as you can see here, gets going inside the pocket. But I do think that there's a nice set of quality arm, a willingness to throw into tight, closed, perceptionally difficult windows. And I do think he understands leverage. I think he understands how and where the ball is supposed to go, when the ball is supposed to go there. And that's a big part of the discussion about where quarterbacks are supposed to be, right? Can they find the right answer every time? And then can obviously they find an answer that is maybe not perceptionally easy to find? And I think he does a really nice job of that. And there's a willingness to put the football downfield. There's a willingness to put the football, like I said, into those difficult areas at times too. So there's a lot to like about Ward, a lot of really good tools. I do think there's some concern at times about a willingness to put the football at risk. There are some throws on tape where he's trying to, hunt down big plays, shots downfield where there are answers to be had in front of him that are a little bit easier. The question is, when you talk with these guys, you watch film with them, how able is he to get off that tendency to hunt big plays and play within the structure of keeping an offense and the chains moving? You obviously want explosive plays in the NFL, but you can't hunt them out to the detriment of keeping an offense moving in the right direction and keeping everything, sort of forward moving, right? So I do think that as far as the negative tendency, that's one. He needs to value the football a little bit better. And then there is some fumbling inside the pocket that is a bit of a problem too. I think he had over the course of his career, which is between Incarnate Word and Washington State, now Miami. He's been a lot around a lot of football. He does have a tendency to fumble a little bit. And not the largest hands either. So I think some pretty similar hand size to Joe Burrow. But yeah, for the most part, I think there's, again, a lot to like here. The arm is live. I think the processing is pretty dang good. It's just a matter of him taking the answer every time that he can find and keeping things moving in a forward direction as quickly and consistently as he can. But you're not going to find a guy with better NFL tools than Ward in this draft.